They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And a cutback left. And a cut to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Hey, number 8's coming, number 8's Mike.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when this offense is, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
On the read option, it's Mariota. A design run for their wideout. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. On first down, Murray. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Second down, Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the... Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. 4th down, Mariota. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Slot man moves right. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
To throw on second down is Savage. Finding time. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Here's Savage on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. He's got time. He's going to look deep down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, 42 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
And he motions the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Play clock winding down.
Ringo.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a second down run for Murray. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Mariota now from the 50. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Matthews here on the end around. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. The tight end Henry here in motion. They run with Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. First down, Mariota. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go with Murray again, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
In the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st down, it's Savage. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Boom, Leopard! Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Savage. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Braxton Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he stopped immediately there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Mario down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So just 1 yard to go here on third down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Just a 1 yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Savage now on 2nd. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd and long. It's Savage. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. They are going to go. It's Savage. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. On 1st down, Savage. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Now, let's go. Blue,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And the cutback to the sideline. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And the big tight end shifting around. Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And Novak's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mariota.
Now to run the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Complete to right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. A first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the interception, here's Savage. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 12 yards there as they move the chains. You know, you and I talk a lot about the incredible receivers in the NFL. Catches like that, they validate our point.
Each and every time. That's why teams are looking for defensive backs to get bigger and faster to try and combat these guys catching the football.
Here's Savage on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. In motion is Fedorowicz. They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Throwing on third down, it's Savage. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Halfback sent in motion. The Texans going for it. It's Savage. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Out come the Titans now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The big man, Vince Wilfork, able to get him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offense...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And his kick is right through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Second down, Mariota. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come up in an offset eye. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw it here. Savage surveying the field. And this will be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Miller. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And the wideout in motion. Savage on third. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On first down, it's Savage. And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Savage is going to throw it. And fights him off. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Derek Morgan from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where.
Put away your